Alright guys, this is Jerningham here. In Hackney, indicated a block of flats excluded after explosion device found. So a block of flats in Dealston Lane, Hackney, have been said by police. Explosive device reported found in a residence have all been excluded. So I'm going to show you a picture. This is on the basically this is on 14th of August 2020. So a lot of crime has been happening in London recently, as I've shown a lot of other places as well. So this is a picture on here, as you can see. A picture of the explosive place locked off in the Mirror. If you guys have the Mirror newspaper, you know what I'm talking about. Some people probably don't have the Mirror newspaper and don't know what I'm talking about. It says entry blocks of flats exclusive device complex lane in Hackney in London. Video shows officers have been dispatched on an area in early hours while members of the public are standing outside the building. Witnesses block wild exclusive to just take place in Hackney, Denston Lane. Denston Lane. Some of these words are a bit complicated, guys and girls. Do apologise. Just placed in Hackney, so it's not really saying much why there's a bomb or explosive in Hackney, but it must be concerning because we've had a lot of blowing up in London anyway. People just seem to want to target London all the time. I don't know why, but that's that news as we're talking about. I'm sorry if I'm talking a bit too fast for you guys and girls. I'm just trying to find where that thing is about the evacuation. But I can't seem to find it. London bomb says here as well. There's always bomb things in London. I don't know why. People decide to do silly things and put bombs in London, says the Mirror. If you ever read the Mirror newspaper, London shows a bomb. Explains bomb found in second day running. This was on the 14th of February 2020, which is going back a bit, but it sort of tells you that some people do show the old news and some people prefer the new news. But we're going to be discussing this, as it says there, London bomb on the second day running. Now, a lot of people probably don't like talking about bombs and talking about London and the way it is, and some people get upset about hearing about this sort of stuff. I can understand that and I can respect that. Central London has been shut down again the day after discovering an explosive World War II bomb. As you remember, this is going back some time, of the Second World War. According to people, the grounds like discovery World War II bomb yesterday. So there could be a lot more bombs there that we don't know about, or more things that people don't want to say about. I'm just trying to figure out what... There's always something going on in London. It's like another city, another world. Like Manchester. They don't call it Manchester, Gunchester. Suspected package. Nope, that's not the one. London bomb. Coronavirus works. Chases bugs. Floors and mirrors. That's what it's about. I'm trying to find the one where it says evacuate from London. I've spoke about it in videos. I mean, one of my friends that I watch is called Chris. He does paranormal videos and talks about the UK and stuff. Coronavirus HBC workers chance of bug a floor. I'm not supposed to be talking about. Yep. I mean, you can play this video if you want to play it, guys. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm trying to scroll down on here, but the screen just keeps glitching out every time, which is kind of irritating. Never seems to be right, so if that makes any sense. Why is this playing up? See, the screen's crashed again. I've been having this problem a lot recently. I don't know if you guys and girls have the same thing with your screen crashing on the PlayStation 4 again. It keeps doing it over and over again. Look, see, gone off again. All I'm doing is talking about videos and it just wants to go off and crash and not load because of the memory, which is very annoying for a lot of people, and a lot of people will probably ask themselves why these technologies seem to crash and come up with silly error messages and so on. As you can see here, it's telling me there's an error occurred, symptom software problem. Then if the problem's here, you type it in, which is kind of annoying because I'm trying to talk about a video and all it wants to do is crash and freeze and fucking whatever else. Sorry about the swearing, but I do get a bit fed up and angry and annoyed, and you guys and girls can understand why I get annoyed sometimes. So I've just put free in there, whatever, and press continue. So thank you for your cooperation. As we're trying to talk about London things, and these things happen. It crashes again. I'm hoping the PS5 is going to have more memory than this, that doesn't keep freezing and crashing. But, you know, we shall see, as one would say. Can only but tell. So, I may have lost what I was looking for. So I need to go back on there now and put in London. Was the thing crashed? London. I don't know what I was going to say now. Just a minute, I need to try and think what I'm going to say. I'll put the phone down a minute because I need to think what I'm going to say because the phone's crashed on me. So London exclusions, is it? Evacuation. Coronavirus. Corona. Virus. I'm not a very good speller, never have been. I always seem to struggle. London coronavirus. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just trying to type in this bloody thing. Let's see here. So what they're talking about on here is all sorts of things what I was just on before the bloody phone decided to, or the PlayStation. No, it's not that I'm looking for. Talking about boring banks, like a, you know, HSBC London, coronavirus cases, banks, as you can see here. There it is. That's a Bank of England. Talks about HSBC evacuated 100 staff. Its offices in London. What? Oh, these words, man, just never fucking end. After the staff members was confirmed having caught coronavirus, making in the first big final introduction in London, UK to be disrupted by the outbreak. As we all know, the councils had the coronavirus. The employers, workers, investment banks, departments is under medical supervision, has left. Team HSBC, that could be a program on TV, Thursday. And they talk about the team are saying Thursday developments, 10th floor, scraps a person, formal matters in area corrupted has been cleared. The rest of the floor remains open. Does the bank's training operations, the fourth level, collapse? Oh, there's so many collegists floor. Others come into the contract. Advice, HSBC, buildings, about 10,000 people. Yeah, as we all know, Canada Square building. Yeah, whatever. This talks about crap anyway. I mean, all the news you see is interesting, but just goes on about rubbish. Describing 120% employees. Yep, goals, employees, prices, communities, markets, as we all know. Yep. Meanwhile, there's about European biggest letters sent immediately for EFC, anyone and any other employee contract. I'm talking about the work placements. People don't know what I'm talking about. EDCD, as you can see here, there's just so much bloody writing on the screen. It's unreal. Quarantine staff, yep, they're going for all that sort of stuff. Then they're going to be showing some face masks of quarantine. As we all know, there's just so much writing on that. It talks about Morgan formula advice, plans according to whatever work. You got that there as well. Picture of a woman. Coronavirus goals, businesses, hits. Earliest biggest fall, said the staff members. Coronavirus followed 300 workers. As we all know, because there's so much bloody writing, it's unreal. Pandemic, hundreds of US staff, I'm talking about America now, making the runs. COVID-19 confirms. Talks about these sort of pictures of we can see here of how it spreads. James, Gorman, Megan, whatever they are. So much. As you can see, the lights flashing in my face, and you can probably see my eyes going red. Planning's trains floor staff into groups. London, Wednesday. So that's about it for that. Just talks so much and so much about banks. It just really does your head in. I mean, there's so many banks in the world anyway. What we want is evacuation London, but it's not doing it, is it? I want evacuation. Evacuation London. Corona virus UK, but it's not doing that. Just cannot find it. Coronavirus. Let's see. Talks about the coronavirus. Coronavirus UK evacuated 20,000 citizens starting this week. There we go. It's come up with some kind of bloody policy here. So I don't know why it's come up with some kind of policy. I don't know if you guys and girls have had this before. Some kind of policy update. What talks about whatever that is. I'm just going to press OK anyway, because I don't really want to knowing. I'm not interested about what it's going to say. I just want to know what this says. Coronavirus to evacuate 20,000 citizens starting next week. So, obviously it's real. And I'm going to be showing you. This is not fake. Coronavirus UK evacuates 20,000 citizens starting this week in London. So this is dated 05/20 of 2020. 05/05. So I don't know what that means. 05/05. There's people standing in a bus stop. So where are they going to evacuate all these English people from London? I wonder. Are they going to storm across to England somewhere? Or we'd have to read it into it and see what happens. Immediately, 35,000 people and nationals occurred in Indonesia out of over 20 who occurred to be British. And I don't know what that's supposed to be talking about. I thought this was talking about coronavirus. which it is, and it's saying something about British will leave a week-long operations. The UK economy, Indonesia describes 35,000 UK citizens who stand in Indian suspended in Nationals March 22nd, dealing with COVID. So, doesn't really answer my questions. What's going to be happening in London? We know what's worrying, being the British nations and large numbers. Yep, but it's not really said much about what's happening. The first fight we will take then April the 8th, April the 10th, 12th fighting. They're talking about something, I don't know. The UK causes 1.113. Irish aircraft, April the 4th. Talk about aircraft now. We are keeping with information developers, livelihoods or news. But however, all these. So they're talking about something there. I don't know what's going on. It hasn't even said much of what's going on with this coronavirus. Unless I'm on a different page, I don't know. What I want to know is, where is this going? But I can't seem to find anything on there, unless you have to go into certain websites to find what news you're looking for. Could be the case, but London carry on. What if the coronavirus pandemic offers excluded case confirmed? Which we all know that. They never seem to get it right, these scientists. They never do. They seem to know what they're talking about, but we all know they don't. They seem to just trying to ease us. We don't want us worrying about all these things, but what is happening? All they do is talk about the banks. Oh, the banks, the aeroplanes. The banks. We all need to make money, fair enough. But they always think about, oh, the banks. Oh, the business. Oh, the aeroplanes. Save the banks. Save the aeroplanes. Oh, fuck off. Said the bloody banks. I mean, all they care about is money. We all do, in a way, to live. But there's having money and being greedy. Coronavirus, fire bridge. Nope. I can't seem to see what I'm looking for. Exclusion. Got my note. Still looking for it, and I can't find what I'm looking. It's just irritating when you can't find what I'm looking for. There's my hand again. Still talking about the banks again. Not interested in the bank. Some people have banks, some people don't. London evacuation, but it's not showing me what I want. That's what's pissing me off. I'm supposed to put UK at the end or something. Probably yes. UK, yes, UK. UK evacuation. We've seen that already. What is it under this bloody thing? Nope, it's not even giving me any of that. I just can't understand why it won't show me what I want. All I want to know is what's going on. Bloody ridiculous. Nope. Let me try and find this wherever this is, guys. I'm sorry to put the phone down again, guys and girls. I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. London evacuation army. It's popping up with all sorts of bloody stuff. But I can't know why it keeps doing it. Right. So it's gone to another page now. Ridiculous. I mean, will the army come into London and basically lock it down? Will there be shootouts in London? It says coronavirus, 20,000 troops, but when was this published? It says 2020, 19th of March. This is a while back, as we all know. Will this go forward? Because look here. It says 20 troops here, coronavirus, update lockdown, army. You saw that. Will it go forward? Will they close more things down? Will it be a second lockdown? Emergency slows the spread of coronavirus, we're still here 5 months later. Published Parliament. Prime Minister announces schools and the emergencies coronavirus bill. Matt Hancock's, as we all know, this was a couple of months ago back. But look, we're still in the coronavirus after 5 months. Hasn't gone away. Vaccine still hasn't came. Numbers are already, well, described to 20,000 places, and they talk about anything else, oxygen intubators and stuff, which I thought Formula One was making oxygen intubators for people, unless it's all sorted out, who knows. Numbers of supermarkets, containers, production stores. It's always good to go over your history again. Still not answered the question where we're going to end up in a couple of months, or October. If even though Birmingham's on the second lockdown, will Telford go on one? Will anywhere else go on, man? Will the army come in like this? As you all can see, guys and girls, will the army come on the streets like this? As I'm showing you pictures. And people say that's pictures of anything, but it's true. That's the army. Will this happen? Is this what's coming? Something big's coming. Is this what our Britain's going to be like? Army people on the streets here. Army. See the army? More pictures of the army. Is this what's going to be happening? Military army. See? More pictures of the army. It's coming in. See? There we go. Is this what we're preparing for? All them army people there. Look at all them. Getting prepared. Fighting against the coronavirus. Who knows? Who knows? Am I speculating things, or am I imagining things, or will it happen? But anyway, what do you guys and girls think? Is war coming? Is it not going to come? Or am I just imagining it? I think that's video piss.